I think a lot if I ever got a girlfriend, um, how that would how that would be because um, I don't really I don't know I don't really have any capacity for games, and so like the woman who I'm with, if she ever like tries to get in my head or something, like obviously I know the game, like I know that the game's being played, I know all the things, but say I'm at a like hypothetically, say I'm at like a social gathering, like a social event, and I have a girlfriend in this hypothetical, and she goes and she's like starting to flirt with other dudes. Or, maybe just like talking to them, flirt and not just talking to them, but like flirting, you know. What if that happens, bro? This happens constantly. This happens to so many men in the world. You think about this? This is frequent. Frequent. And like they still stay with these women. I mean, the dudes aren't like most dudes when if they saw their wife or their girlfriend flirting with another guy, they wouldn't they wouldn't end the relationship. Because here's the thing. Either it can be two things. It can be two things. Either the woman is flirting with the man to make you jealous, in which case she is insecure, right? So you have an insecure woman, or she's flirting with the man because she genuinely enjoys flirting with him and is interested in him and isn't thinking about you at all and would rather be talking to him than you. In which case, that's not your girlfriend anymore. That shouldn't be anyway. She has no respect for you. She doesn't. She wants to be talking to another man more than you. So, man, so so you're fucked. Either way, you either have an insecure girlfriend who's going to be fucking with your mind constantly. It's the insecure ones that are doing all the most heinous shit, constantly trying to mess with your mind, trying to get you to come out of your frame, to become less powerful, to see if you'll do things out of your nature, to do things out of your frame, to come into her frame, to give her more power, to give her more security. So it's like either you have that, which is a nightmare. That's a nightmare. You don't want to be dealing with a woman like that. Even though I understand that women are going to run their tests, but like, fuck. That test? That's one that I have no capacity for. If a woman was flirting with another guy, that's the problem. You can't ask him. You can't ask him, "Hey, why did you do this?" You can't be like, "Hey, were you flirting with that guy to make me jealous, or were you flirting with that guy because you genuinely enjoy talking to him?" What they're going to tell you is, "I wasn't flirting with that guy." That's number one. They won't even like number one, they won't even acknowledge that they were flirting with the guy. And then, not even to mention, they're not even going to mention why they were doing it, right? Wasn't flirting, but if I was, I wouldn't even tell you why I was doing it. So it's pointless to ask them, So it's kind of like, man, that's what makes relationships with women difficult, is because you can't really ask them anything and expect like like anything even close to an answer that's true. Um, so really, so really, you just basically have to hope that anytime you go out in uh, anytime you go out in public, to any social event or social gathering or social place, you basically just have to hope that your um, your girlfriend doesn't start flirting with another guy. That's basically what this comes down to. And if she starts flirting with another guy, you're basically fucked. I mean, what are you going to do in that situation? I ask myself this constantly. What would I do in this situation? You know? Because it would be nice to just have a woman that's like a pet, that just kind of stays by your side and just is, just nice and chill. Isn't all crazy all over you all the time, but like just very peaceful and nice and nurturing and, you know, agreeable. Knowing that she's secure enough to not go around and flirt with other men. She doesn't want to fuck with your mind. She's not that insecure. She trusts that you love her and that you're with her, and the reason that you're with her is because you love her, and that you don't need to be made jealous because you're not, we're not in fucking 7th grade. And she's also into you enough to not want to jeopardize. This would be the key thing, right? She doesn't want to jeopardize, have any chance, actually, have any chance of jeopardizing the relationship with you, what she's got going on with you, by flirting with another guy. So this is kind of the crux of it, man. I mean, this isn't the crux of anything. I don't know why I said that, but this is just one example. Like, it's just one example of the infinite, like, things that go on in relationships. That it's like you gotta, man, it's just like you gotta be worried about this now. This is why I kind of stay away from relationships. Well, it was also probably because, I was into PRN and jerking off all the time, and I just, had really no uh, connection to the female sex. So that was probably the main reason. But it's also this reason of, like, there's so much that you have to, like, I've lived for such a long time now. I've lived such a peaceful life, and it's very peaceful to not have to think about what a woman's doing, unless, so, if you're a normal guy, you are thinking about what your woman's doing. You want her to be faithful. You want her to be secure. You want her to be faithful. You want her to be secure. You want her to just act well and not be doing crazy shit when you go out in public. You know, you don't want her to be wearing, risque shit, showing everybody her stuff. You don't want her to be going out to the club if she has a bad argument with you one night. You don't want her to just, go out to the bar with the ladies and just ladies night. You don't know what she's doing just because she had a bad time with you. I guess maybe some of this comes down to trust issues. But, like, it's just difficult, man. It's difficult. I mean, there is obviously an element of trust in all relationships, but how do you, like, bro? I don't know if maybe I'm not capable of trust. Maybe I'm not capable of trusting a woman. It's definitely possible. But yeah, I don't know. It's just there's so many things that you have to be worried about when you're dating a woman, or when you're in a marriage. Or, fuck a marriage, bro. I'm not even thinking about that. But it's just, how do you traverse all these things, man? How do you traverse all these things? You know, like, if I'm a fairly chill dude, bro. I'm a chill guy. You know what I would want? I would just want a woman who, like, we just signed some papers. It's like a contract, and she's just like, hey, I won't cheat on you if you don't cheat on me. I won't leave you if you won't leave me. We'll be like, yeah, cool. Let's make a deal. Shake on it. We're chill. not insecure, not gonna make each other jealous, like all this shit. But you just can't, I mean, obviously that would never happen. Like, hey, you know, you want to just agree to just be chill, just be like level headed human beings. Like, let me just talk to you let me just level with you. You can't level with a woman. You can't level with a woman, bro. Like, there is no leveling. Hey, let's just, agree to be faithful and loyal and not like fuck with each other's minds and not cause each other to question, to call your trust into question and all this stuff. Let's just be like what? Nobody exists like that. So maybe I'm just autistic in the way that I kind of approach this stuff. I just kind of think like it's like I almost skip to the very end. Like I have no capacity to you know, it's like I just see all the issues that could come up, all the pitfalls, all the little things that could be problems. It's like, man, do I really want to do I really want to deal with all that? I guess it is a part of, kind of got to let go and you got to you kind of got to trust people. And there is an element of like, you can't control, like, you just can't control things. If you're a man, like, you can't control your relationship fully. You can't control your woman fully. Like, there's going to be an element of like, you have to trust them, you have to have faith in them, you know. And man, that's difficult for me. I'm sure that's probably just my. I'm sure that's probably something that I'll really have uh, to just work on, man. Cause yeah, dude, I just have a low capacity for trust. Especially like seeing the way that female nature is and like the way that women work. It's like, man, tough. Unless I somehow reach a point where I don't care what she does. But then you run the risk of maybe other people are going to look at what she's doing and maybe you don't care, but like you're going to be labeled a cuck because she's just like, being free and flirty with other guys and doing her own thing and going out to bars and letting her, what do what's the medium here? Because you don't want to chain her up like a dog in your fucking basement. You know what I mean? And just like, oh yeah, you can't do anything. I need the password to your phone. If you're gonna go out, you need to send me a snap every 30 minutes, or like you need to turn GPS on your phone, or you need to, I need to like follow you or something. Obviously, that'd be wild, but um, you know what I mean? Like, how do you, what women out there is just gonna like act great all the time, just not be a problem, not cause you to have your, put your trust in question, or whether she actually desires you in question. It's like, man, I just wish. It's kind of funny to say, but I just wish like there was like something in Blade Runner where it's just, except she was actually real instead of like just a hologram. But if she was just real and she like only was down for me and like I knew it, and like, you know what I mean? Like, I swear to God, bro, I'm just autistic about this stuff. It's difficult, man. That's why it's easy. Like, I might be single for life because it's my mind is at peace. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't know if I could have peace of mind while being involved with a woman. Like, just to be completely honest, completely bold faced, straight face honest to my core, bro. I don't know if I could have peace of mind while being committed to a woman. you know, uh, yeah, because like I don't want it to be like get like all wild and just like, oh, she's trying to make me jealous. Okay, I'll try to make her jealous and like, now we're both having trust issues and it's just all wild and shit. She thinks I cheated on her one night. The next night she's like jumping my bones. We're having like, you know, rough sex and just killing each other. And, then she like, doesn't talk to me for a week. And then we go on like, a cross country trip to Morocco with her parents and some shit, and I was just like, fuck, bro. Like, my mind's just fried, bro. Like, what's happened? What is happening? I need like some stableness. I need like some assurity. Can you assure me that you ain't gonna be crazy, girl? That's nuts, man. What do you do? What do you do? Huh? What do you do with these creatures? I guess they're struggling with the same things, though, no? They're probably struggling with the same fucking things, bro. Like, we think, like, bro, women are, they're insecure as fuck, bro. And they're struggling with the same things. They're worried about the same things. Is he going to cheat on me? What if he's flirting with another girl? They see you look at a girl like one way, and that might be why they go and like flirt with a guy to like make you jealous. And it's like, fuck, man. Like, really? Because I looked at a girl? Like, really, girl? Like, what are we doing, man? Can't we just be grown-ups about this shit? But I guess it's like, that's probably it, man. That's probably a big one for me is like trust. Fuck trust, bro. Fuck trust. Fuck that shit. But you have to. I mean, the only way relationships work is like trust. You have to trust it at some level, but it's like, how do you get the worry out of your mind that she might just be, just riding the hell out of another guy while you're just, at your job, or, that one time she stays late at work, you just never know. One time she, went on that girls trip to Ireland or whatever. She's probably not sleeping with anybody in Ireland, let's be honest, but, you know, it's just, she goes to Spain. I mean, she goes to Spain. I mean, she's cheating on you. You know what I mean? So, women only go to Spain to cheat on men, uh, to sleep with men. They sleep with Spanish men there. So it's kind of like, how do you get that out of your mind? How do you get that? How do you get that out of your mind? You just have to, at a certain point, you just have to be like, you know what? What is trust anyway? Trust. I'll tell you what trust is. Trust is this. If I don't know if she's going reverse cow on another dude right now, but that's okay. It's okay that I don't know. And I don't believe that she is, but I'll never know if she is or isn't. And I'm going to stick with her even despite that. And so it's possible that I'm going to be in a relationship with a woman who's going reverse cow on another guy constantly. Or intermittently, every so often, recreationally, seasonally, whatever you want, biannually. There's always that, it's just always in the back of your mind. So I guess at a certain point, you just got to be like, do I want to be with this woman enough where if she has cheated on me, it's, it's, I guess it's fine. Or if she cheats on me at a certain point along the way. I'm not saying she's going to be doing it all the time, but if she did, man, how do we do this, man? I probably have deep trust issues, huh? Deep. Deep. Can you just wear a body cam on your... Just put a body cam on yourself. Just wear it all the time. Yeah. Have I figured anything out? No. That's it. That's the video.